So here we have Audi. It's Quattro too. Oh, whatever. We have a 2007 Audi Q7, and I am doing the struts, but we are doing a conversion. But we also did not buy the conversion kit, so we had to do our own conversion, which I've already also done. But the control arms are made so they have these bolt holes right here on the ones that, my bad, the ones that have airbags. The bolts sit a little different. God, I wish that thing would stop swinging. The bolt holes right here sit a little further in than, you know, the ones with the actual springs and shocks without air. But yeah, these are the original holes right here. These four right here. But when you actually take them off, you can see these little notches, like where it's already been pre-made, not pre-made, but like holes of reference. But they're not actual holes, they're just like indentions. So I just took my drill bit, drilled 4 more holes, so we can put those on there, because these are leaving the customer stuck on the ground most of the time. He can be driving, then he'll get a light, and then it'll just start coming down. He done replaced the compressor who knows how many times. I mean, he didn't really ask me to diagnose anything as far as what the problem was, so he just bought these and said he'll rather do these than deal with airbags anymore, which will pretty much be my same thing I would do. I would not deal with airbags. I hate airbags. I like them when they work, you know, and then when you can control your ride, you know, if you want to bring it down and go fast and have a more stiff ride, or sit up and have a more comfy ride and cruise. So I guess I'll go ahead and show you on both sides exactly what I did, since I forgot to record. And wow, this battery is already dead. So first things first, what I did was basically take all these wires, because they're all like slid onto the strut on here. So basically just pop all these out. They're little, you know, clip that's holding them. It's not really a clip, it's kind of just pushed in there. And then I took the bolts out of this, the CV axle, which most of this is covered on YouTube. So really the only thing that's not covered on YouTube is that whole little conversion thing, because most people are either swapping for what's supposed to be in there and not really swapping from one to the other. But yeah, so don't have to loosen up the nut, you just loosen up this. I mean, take the bolts out of this CV axle so it'll come down, because the struts have a fork that goes on top of here and it needs to come down. So yeah, and then there are 3 bolts that hold that bracket in, which the one in the back is all seem to be the hardest one to get to. I mean, but it's very doable. Of course, you gotta unhook your harness for the leveling sensor, which we also won't need anymore, and unhook or unscrew your air line, which we also won't be using anymore. Kind of tuck those away because I don't want to cut them just in case he ever wants to use them, which I already cut this harness on the other side, but I left enough wire. If we ever needed to use it again, we could always splice it back together. And after I loosened this, come down a little bit, I loosened this, which was in the control arm. Once it's back like this, I don't have to actually take the whole, I don't know what they call it on this truck, but a stabilizer link for the, wow, that is a really big sway bar. But yeah, I just loosened that. Took me a 1/2 inch impact and an extension and a wrench on the other side, and just loosened that bolt out of there. And that was pretty much it down here. Of course, we have where's my stool? We have, oh one boat I was probably going to be impossible to show you, but there was one right there. Yeah, that one right there. And then there's one under these harnesses, which gotta move things out the way to get to it. And then, well, there's this black panel sitting right here. Yeah, of course, remove that. Most likely, you have to take the windshield wiper bolts off to get to it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to show you because I can't get my light and my up. There it is. Yep. So there's a boat right up in there. Which just loosen those, and then the bracket and the shock itself will drop down. And so pretty much everything the same on this side. Listen, all your wires, your bolt, your CV axle, your nut right here. I mean, once you take the bolt out of here, I just hit them with a hammer. Some people, you know, you could always, if you have it, use the tool that goes around here and screws and pushes it through. But yeah, there's the wire I cut. Sadly, it wouldn't come out. I didn't feel like fighting it, so it's right there. Since we aren't using it anymore anyways, and then so only thing I had to remove, I didn't show you that, but I'm pretty sure you see it. This was right here. I had to remove that, just, you know, get a little bit more space. Nothing big. And I didn't remove anything on this side. You have one bolt right there, one bolt right up under there, which I actually came this way with my extension. This right here, extension and a swivel socket and a 15. I can't see, I don't remember. It's a 15 or 16, one and two. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I actually have no clue. But you have an easy boat to get there for, you know, trial and error sizing. And then this one is right beside the brake reservoir inside that little piece right here. I didn't actually remove that one. But it's right there. So it's up in here. Not really hard to do or get to, you know, just I had a little bit of trouble finding the video because most of them were with the regular shocks, which if you had regular shocks, you wouldn't have to actually take the whole bracket out of there. You just loosen up 4 bolts right here, then you just pull it out, and it's pretty easy. Which this is easy too. I mean, from my perspective, it's easy. So we're gonna go ahead. We just got some bolts in. That was the hard part, finding bolts. Because the difference is the ones on the airbag comes with threads, and they bolt from the top of this, you know, top of this straight through into that. These new ones don't have threads, so they need a bolt and a nut. So now we're going to have to take our new hose, come through here, through there, and put a nut on the other side. And that's pretty much how that one's going to go. And then we'll pop them back in. So not sure if I'll cover putting it back together. I might. My camera battery's actually going dead. And I still have to do the back, which I'll show you how to do those, which should be much more of a simple job. Alright. That was a lot of talking. I'm gonna go now. Alright, so just in case anybody needs to see this for themselves. And of course, control arm up on this side, so fork curve is sitting right here. Can you see that? Yep. Fork curve is sitting right there. And the holes that I drilled, I did not line up with a marker. I didn't do anything special to the holes. They were actually already just kind of displayed on there on the control arms with no extra work needed. Just a drill, that's all you need is a drill. of the right size, of course, closer to this bolt right here. You don't want to drill it too big, you don't want to drill it too small. Of course, if you drill it too small, you could always just drill it bigger. But I'll show you that they go in just fine, no problem. I already did one. So we're using our newly drilled outside hole. These are the ones that was already in there. These were not there. Probably should have took the nuts out. Yeah, to be new bolts and nuts. These things, these nut shorties look like they've been. Wow, they look rough. Okay, fit in almost as if they were meant to be on here. Now the bolts are a little longer than needed, but I mean there's really nothing that on the other side on here is going to run into, so you want to put them in face down, not this way. This is actually the way I was thinking about doing it, but then I was going to have to cut off some because it's going to stick up past here, which you don't want it to stick past that. So put them down, they don't hit nothing, don't have to cut them. Plus you need that extra room because this big old cushion at the top. I guess you could call it a bushing. It's really stiff until you get to tighten it down, and then it kind of does, kind of pancakes out inside of there. But see this? All the bolts, and easy as can be. And all I did was take my drill, stuck them in the hole, and just created a hole all the way through. Pretty easy. So now we just tighten down. These are 14s, of course. I don't know if you happen to use some other weird bolt that happens to work better. Maybe a different size, so not really a good size reference right now. Stay somewhat tight, the bolts don't even spin, but and we have driver, and this is the driver's side, and we have passenger side on the other side. I actually did not loosen, well, my bad. I actually did not loosen these bolts, so normally I'm used to, I don't know if these are poly bushings or not. Normally poly bushings have a lot of, you know, they're made to move freely. These look rubber to me, so I don't know why they move so freely, but whatever. As you can see, bolts are not near the shocks. Of course, even if that does come down, it comes, the shock is right here, clears it. That clears it. This on the other side, can't really see, but it's already next to it, but clears it. You know, unless of course this thing has some weird bend, but then that would be technically a failure, so you're good. No buying the conversion kit, or I guess just in case you accidentally didn't buy the conversion kit, because that's what he did. He didn't know there was a conversion kit. He thought you just pop one off, pop another one on, but that wasn't the case. So just a simple drill and boom, everything works. Alright, so couldn't really get it on camera, but up at the top, I believe I showed you, there's two little notches, or dowel pins, or you know, alignment pins, whatever you feel as though you want to call them. But I basically just took the jack I already have, let it down, had a jack stand. Where's that jack stand? Had a jack stand under the control arm. Let it down real slow. That way I could kind of use my no hand technique to only use my hands on here. I guess that's not called no hands. But, and as it came down slowly, I held it in place. It fell right in. Boom. Now I could work with the bolts up here because I guess normally I would hold one hand up under here and try to tighten them up from the top at the same time, which on this car would not work because it's hard as hell to see the bolts, well, the holes and stuff, and it's hard to reach them because there's a bunch of crap in the way. So yeah, just I guess a small tip. Just putting some more stuff back together. Figured I'll just cut the camera off. Why not? What did I do with that? Jesus Christ, I didn't bring everything. Never bring everything with you. I use this oversized thing. Oh yeah. First you gotta get it all the way through. No. Might have been better. Yeah, it actually would have been better, but oh well, I took it off that way, so I'll put it back on that way. Actually would have been better to put the bolts in the CV axle first and then put this there, just because, you know, yeah, a couple extra inches of space. Yep, have a kid over there with anger issues. He's fun. There's a lot of extension. I don't need this much, but don't really feel like changing it either. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it. Where you go? There you go. No. Stop turning away. I need you to turn.
I'm gonna go get a cheeseburger on the trash.
I thought I was in there, but I wasn't. Now I am.
Girl, come get that. Are they going to the front store to get something?
Alright, so this is the part of me that comes in where, you know, I kind of do my thing where if it works, it works. I'm not going to argue with it. May not be 100% right, but I'm going to do it anyways. So we have, don't know if you can see that, these 12 point, or I'm not even actually sure what they call it, but we have these and I'm using this to tighten it. Obviously, as you can see, those do not match up. But it fits in there and it holds pretty damn well. So I just run with it. because I got them out this way, and which that's going to be the most torque, and we're going to put them back in that way. As long as it works, it works. Whew. Oh, see, who is that? I want to get that one in there before I take this thing all the way. Jesus.
What? Why are you trying to do this? Wait, is Jesus next to us, Daddy? Jesus are next to us. A lot of Jesus next to us. Like Jesus are next to us? Mm-hmm. I found 2 dimes, Elijah. I have a 20 cents. Because you have to look for treasure, though.
That's the only problem.
But that's still
It will get a little stuck.
but
It wakes. And as long as it wakes, I'm doing it. Oh, I can't see. That light is helping, but then my arm is keep getting in the way. Alright, check on all the other ones. Man, this got cold and now my nose is just going for it. Give me a break. What's up? You called me and that's all you wanted to say? What's up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I was going to say something about is a snack.
I mean, it is if you want it to be. I don't know what it's going to be later, but you won't have any more left.
I don't care.
Alright, as long as you don't care, I don't care.
Okay. My mom is just eating this one piece of candy and I'm going to save the rest for later.
Whew. I should probably be wearing a jacket, but that is way too hot. And this one went right here on the shock. What was this used for? Because this is the one where these new shocks don't have the brackets for the wires to go on. So I'm going to have to do the old famous zip tie thing, I guess, since there's no brackets on these. Now, I don't do any welding. We're not going to go welding a little bracket in place just to make this work. That's really unnecessary. Not even necessary for some people, but it ain't necessary for that guy, which is, this is his truck. So it ain't necessary for me. Because it ain't gonna make the job that much different. Unless you wanna like show off the inside of your wheel wells and say, look at it. It's so clean. It's, oh my God, I swear if my kids call me one more time. They call me about a bunch of nothing. That's their favorite thing to do. Okay, my brain's drawing a blank right now and as to where this went. I don't know if this went to something that was just only on that shock, because I know, of course, this connector controls the air. Not really sure what this one did or where it goes. I think this splits. Yeah, that splits. One for the brake, one for the wheel speed sensor. So what do you do? I just realized something I forgot to do. So before I do that, I gotta tighten this bolt up. I think I can reach it from right there though. Probably have to take this back off. Get some space. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna have to look on the old shock. See if there was something else this connects to on the shock. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it. We just gotta tighten up that bolt. All this is pretty much done. Put the wheel back on. So that's pretty much the front. I'll be back when I get to the back. Oh, and by the way, that hello, that extra wire I was looking at, because you have the wire that splits into two, one for the wheel speed sensor, one for the brake. Then you have that extra wire. This actually does go to the shock right here. This little piece. So there's that piece right here that, yeah, that's for that. So obviously that's why we don't know where it goes, because it's over there. So it's something we don't need. So I just took the other side. I kind of zip tied it up, and called it a day. And yeah, well, like I said, see you when you get to the back. So I decided to play a dangerous game. Nah, let me not say that. We, oh God, really touching stuff here. Basically disconnected the little wire right here. Got that tucked up there. Basically jacked it up. Took the wheels off. And we started with the bolts under here. Jesus, sorry if it look all wonky on the camera. I'm trying to find a good angle, but to use light. But yeah, took those two out. Then you have, I don't know if I'm here to see them. You have two on the other side. Basically they're right in here. A little bracket up in there. You can kind of see it right here. Got a bolt right there. My light's not even down that far. Let's see if I can give you an under look. So yeah, that one right there. There's one more right there. As you can see, there's two. Took two out on this side, two out on the other side. Spider webs. And guess I'll get this bolt out. Once I get that out, this thing should just drop down. So that should be it for that. That should be loose. And when I get it out, I'll see what we got here. Alright, so now that that's now out, as you can see, it dropped right down. You can see we have a air line back here that we are going to take off real quick. Same as the front, 12 millimeter. Yeah, it's probably the one thing I have a size 2. Sorry, this is not exactly a professional repair channel. It's just me recording just because I felt like it, I guess. If it helps, it helps, I guess. If it doesn't, sorry. Yeah. And this kind of takes, recording kind of takes a lot of time out of my working and making money, so. But yeah, go ahead, use a little 12mm, get that off of there, and then yeah, then we're gonna just take this out of here. I'll turn it to the side, and yeah. All right. So after, well, didn't do that now. We did this like 2 days ago, but after looking on, what was that? Online, I can't remember what site it was, but the conversion kit itself. These shocks, when you buy the conversion kit, the actual conversion kit, comes with just these shocks. It doesn't come with a bracket like the front normally does. It just comes with this, so this should be basically from air shock to regular, just by taking this off and putting this on. Shouldn't be as simple as that. See, we have about the same height once fully extended, which, as you can tell, this was not fully extended. Didn't get a picture of when I first got here and how low this thing was on the ground, because when I jacked it up, you could literally, the fenders grabbed the tire as I went to bring it up, and I was like, ooh, that don't sound good. So, yeah, basically undrivable. So, got a 13, and just take these bolts out. And there's a little bit of air. I don't know how it's always still a little bit of air in these things. I'm hoping I can get this out, or I might have to take this off. Get this bracket out of here. I was hoping I had enough space on the other side to not fool with it. Doesn't look like it, because this piece one keeps putting pressure on here. Oh, never mind. Didn't have to. Don't need all that crap. I guess technically the shocks themselves may still be good. So as you can see, the one difference between the conversion, it seems like, is this has bolts. This has studs. Not really a problem at all. Yep, and it pops right in. Just need to apply a little pressure. Same with the front, that little bushing needs to be pushed down a little bit so you can get it on there. Okay, don't play with me here. What are you doing? Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, that one's going to be the problem. And my customer's back, so I'm probably going to stop recording now. Alright, so just thought I would show you when you're right here and you're getting them 4 bolts out. This one, on the back furthest one in on both sides, the back furthest one in. Only way you're going to get to that is with a ratchet, because I mean, of course, I got the other 3 out with an extension and a half inch impact. So but this one you have to use a ratchet, and it's still easy, so nothing to worry about. Of course, also helps when you put it the right way. Probably can't get it out by hand now because I done loosened up the whole thing. Should probably take this one out first. Ah, what a beautiful spot. My arm's tired now. Alright, and go ahead and loosen this one up. There we go. Now that's out. And guess I'll hit this and it'll fall down. Gotta watch out. Or I'll just take something and pry it out. It's getting ready to fall anyways. I didn't bring a pry bar over here with me. There it goes. Now we have a good old air line that we can take loose. Actually recorded none of that. That sucked, but okay. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is going to tend to get pretty interesting. I did the other side. I didn't record, but the hardest part of this is actually trying to get the bottom bolt in. Once you, yeah, got a couple of bolts in the top to hold it there for you. Trying to get it into this bracket. Back into the bracket down here, because you have to push down on this, and since this is like already fully extended, you have a lot of ground to cover. So yeah, I could loosen up all the control arm bolts, but I'll kind of rather leave those where they are. So I just use the pole from the jack. I sit on it, and once I get it down far enough, I hit this in and just get that bottom bolt in, pretty much. That's all there really is, I could say. Where's that air hose at? Oh, poop. God damn it. The mistake you should never make. Always make sure you're spinning the right way. Especially when it's something you're struggling to get on.
Somebody's house. Well, I don't know. It can't go nowhere else. Can't go in nobody's house, right? Because of you.
Well, that's about as in as we need it right now. Until we get the sway bars lined up. Why does it keep moving right there? Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to jack her up. Well, put the jack stands under it, let the jack down, so we can compress those in a little bit.